Okay, we should be good. Let's go ahead, we'll go to go live. Monetization on. Give me your money. Okay, we should be good now. Let's go ahead and share. We're pinging everybody for this, though. We are pinging everyone for this. At everyone. Finals watch through. What's up, Philly? How's it going, bro? Here before the ping. Bam! Usually we do these on Monday too, but couldn't this week. I'm sitting all weird because Snowy's on my lap. She's being very needy right now. I don't know why. You doing okay, ma'am? I'm gonna wait a little bit for people to roll in, just so like people can watch their finals games. I'll probably watch whatever finals game like the person who's here shows up for first, you know? We'll see. We will see. How you doing, Thriller? What are you up to today? There's Pokemon. See, we have the first person here already. You see Snowy? She's very, like, licky and needy. Watch us. She a needy dog. I put her next to me. Oh, do boo 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 boo. Snowy, say hi to chat. No, say hi. You don't want to say hi? I know. Alright, getting ready to face John on Friday and his show. I'm like, ooh. Just enjoy my 5 days off from work this week. Nice. What's up, Anker? How's it going? That's dope. 5 days. I'm about to have 5 days off too. I go to Toronto on Thursday. I'm juiced. I'm off Thursday through Monday. I work today at 1 though. Like 1 to 9. It's my last like long shift before my trip. I only work 4 hours tomorrow. Okay, ma'am. I'm gonna put you on the bed, okay? I know. That's my bestie. I know. You smell funny. Stop. This is the worst part about leaving on the trip. I do not like spending time away from my dogs. As you can tell, they also don't like spending time away from me. It's a whole week without Snowy. I know. It's so sad. Okay. Go lay down. There she goes. Okay. Let's see. 7 viewers. We just jumped up. What's up, gang? How we doing, y'all? Now, I'm going to need you guys to like the stream. We got 1 like and 6 people here. 7 people here. Come on, gang. What are we doing? There's no reason for such tomfoolery. I'm gonna need some more out of y'all. We're gonna give it a second. We only have 3 games to watch today. Because Ant and Jordy were never able to play. Jordy had to forfeit. He had some IRL stuff come up. So Ant won the championship there. Shoutouts to him. I'm gonna pull up the docs too. Salamence. Licky. Metagross. Salamence, Metalicky, and Roaring Moon. OGDL Season 2 win soon, my friend. DLC 2. I was going to talk about it at the end of today's stream, but I'll talk about it now as well. The plan is to run 4 divs again. Half of the divs be National Decks, half of the divs be DLC 2. Same format we did this season. Because I know a lot of people want to play Nat Decks, and I want to play Nat Decks. I think I will actually be playing in one of the Nat Decks divisions, because I really want to play Nat Decks, but I don't have any Nat Decks league I really want to play in. So I might grace the league with my presence, David. But I think I'm going to play the Nat Decks divs, and then we're going to do 2 Showdown divs as well, which is pretty cool. Or 2 Paldea Decks divs as well. So we'll see. I don't know. I might do one or the other, depending. But it looked like there was a lot of interest for national decks. Hold on, let me find the the mention in the server when I talked about it and put that on because it just looks prettier. Where's my server at? Where is my server at? There it is. Yeah, it was 48 to 27. Holy moly. 48 to 27. Big brain plays. I'll grace you with I'll just leave and give the league free wins against you. True. Big brain plays, you know it. Alrighty, gang. So I know we had Pokemon Department here earlier. I'll do his game second, just in case he had to step out for a second. I'll watch Anker first. We'll go Anker, then we'll go Pokemon Department versus Fran, and then we'll go Kaylee versus Dracagon. I would have probably Dex, but Nadex could be fun. Yeah. I think it's fun. I don't know. You just have to be smart with how you do Nadex, obviously. Like, you can get pretty out of hand pretty fast. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, cool. Alright, we got 11 people here. I think it's time to take a sip of coffee. If any of you guys have your teams too and you want to send them to me, go ahead and feel free. We'll take a look at the teams. All that fun stuff. See exactly what you're rocking with. See exactly what you're rocking with. But yeah, with that being said, I think we can jump into the first one. We have Anker versus HJJ. No, which I believe is going to be... I think this is Roaring Moon Division? Not Roaring Moon. Let's see. Yeah, this is Roaring Moon. Got you in a sec, word. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. And while we wait for Anker to give me his paste, drop a like on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. We'll be doing Okay. We'll say I only did 2 weeks of a Nadex League and honestly bored, but I'm willing to give it another shot. I would say I did 601 Nadex League with a Go-Goat. That's my guy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. My game first, please. Okay. Your game first. Congrats, Ant wins! Woo! Ant won. Good stuff, buddy. Let's see. Sacramento Nido Kings. There you go. You won. Sub, do you play OU too? On occasion, from time to time. Especially when I don't have any leagues that I'm streaming watch-throughs of and things like that. Not as often as I stream draft stuff or really just like draft league stuff in general. But a decent amount. How's it going, Iris? What's up? What's up, gang? But look, we have the first finals game done. We have Ant of the Sacramento Nido Kings. It's whatever. Beating the Albuquerque Manectrics in a 3-0 forfeit win. 16 people. Alrighty, Anker, you gotta send me this pace, bro. We gotta get going. The people are waiting. They want to see what you had this week. They want to see what you had. We'll see, though. Alrighty, gang. I think we're gonna go ahead and start. Once Anker gives me the pace, we'll go ahead and pull it up on screen. Again, 14 viewers, 16 viewers, whatever we're at. Only 5 likes. Let's do it. Come on. Drop a like for me. Alright. Let's jump into it. So, when you post the video of my worst match ever, probably tomorrow. It was supposed to be today, but I've been so busy with getting ready for Toronto. It'll probably be tomorrow. As much as I don't want to upload it. As much as I simply do not want to upload it. Oh, there's Anker's pace. Sick. Okay. I'm mostly playing OU. I mostly play OU. I've been watching a lot of draft lately. Hey, that's awesome. I mean, most people kind of like have that pipeline of like draft to, or like OU and like standard play to draft. So it makes sense. hold on. Let me go ahead. We're going to go ahead and get this going. We go ahead and go here. Ogdl finals? Why are you doing this to me? That's not what I want to do. Let's see. There we go. I got you guys. All right, cool. So, we can go ahead and bounce back and forth between the two. So, from Onker's side, we have Spadev, Bulk Up, Terra, Water, Annihilate. Let's look at the matchup. I mean, makes... Oh my god. Wait, it cooks. It goes absolutely crazy. Also, to finish the story from last time, I managed to win the league. Let's go! It was my first ever chance, and getting a Wi-Fi one was awesome. Oh, dude, that's so hype. Good stuff, Irish. That's awesome. That's really cool, dude. Congrats. Congrats. You can set a pace, yeah. We'll pull it up when you when your game's up next. Pokemon department. Pokemon Dept. Okay, then we have Covert Cloak Lando. We are pretty Fizz-Def here. Was there... Oh no, it's Covert Cloak for Sneasler. That makes sense. Well, it's the shit out of Sneasler, actually. And he still can get poison touched, which is something to keep in mind, but that's nice. We have Scarf Gar. It makes sense here, honestly. Like, you chip down the Goodra. I mean, there's not really a good Ghost Resist, right? Like, Goodra eats, but it's not a resist, right? And if we get up Hazards, there was a Garg as well. I mean, that makes sense. There you go. Perfect Landry set for the matchup then. AV Cycle. AV Cycle checks the Chi-Yu to an extent, especially with how Spadef you are, so that makes sense. Just a good pivot in this game in general. It also knocks off the Goodra, which is big. Like, that's super big. Then we also have... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. We also have a Spike Shukaberry Diancie. It is Encore as well. Okay, not too bad. Spikes, Diamond Storm, Moonblast, Encore. Always anti-cheese. And then just a Foul Play, Thunderwave, Wish, Protect, Umbreon here, which definitely makes sense. Okay. I went with Trick Room, Nasty Plot, Farigiraf, which funny year didn't even come to a single game beforehand. On the stat doc says 6 kills, 0 deaths. That is the best. I had the league that I uploaded recently, WWCL. I didn't bring Grafai until semifinals, and it didn't do much. But he was on the semifinals team. And I never brought Kilowatts because I'm on his ass. Okay. Alrighty, gang. Let's do it. And then on HJ said, let's see what he is. Terra Grass Chiuski. Which makes sense here. It's just a good neutral typing. But again, Cycle does Wallet. So something to keep in mind because it's not like Terra Fairy or Terra Ice or anything like that. Lead Slowking into the Landorus, which makes sense. It's a pretty free U-turn. Get off 31. You also get to scout damage into the Slowking, see if it's Fizz Def, Spud Def. Then you get out into Cycle for free, and I think you just knock. The thing that sucks too, this is pre-DLC, so the reason that isn't Scald is because it's pre-DLC. Which really, really sucks for HG, because he could at least punish this thing with a Scald switching in, and nothing really wants to take a burn on this team, right? So he gets the knockoff on it, gets rid of the leftovers, and then it's just going to Body Slam. Fish for a potential 2-hit KO, but it does look like it does carry the slack off as well. We are going to go ahead and see a U-turn. This is nice, though, because now we're going to be able to pivot into the Umbreon, eat up the future sight. Yep. So good positioning. Good positioning for sure. Then Toadstool is going to come out next. We do see a Thunderwave come out, unfortunately, just absolutely stuffing it. Annihilate is going to be the pivot next as a Toxic comes out. I like the Toxic bring a lot, actually. I know, like, you would have Toxic yourself, you get the Umbreon. But it's nice because Umbreon's annoying as shit. Your only like way of like objectively breaking it down is going to be something like Sneasler. And Sneasler isn't, the most, the greatest Pokemon in this game, obviously, with Gengar plus Fizz-Def Covert Landorus. So I really like the Toxic bring there. That definitely makes a lot of sense. Okay. Gonna keep going. We do just see a Drain Punch. It's probably like a Helmet Belly Bolt. It's not. It's leftovers, but it's very, very physically defensive. And this, 8 being Toxic is really, really big. Muddy Water is going to pop on the Cyclozar pivot. We're going to U-turn out back into Annihilate as we do see a Volt Switch. So I think this is smart too, right, from Anker, because at this point, your Ape isn't going to, like, win the game. Right? It's just not going to. But what it can do is accumulate Rage Fist boosts and pick a KO every time it comes in. Once we get it to like 150 Rage Fist, I mean, Belly Bell's not switching in anymore, So I think that's fine. Like, that's really good positioning. Anker, obviously chime in if you have any, like, things you want to say about the game, we'll take these replays nice and slow. That's why I'm pausing a lot. We only have 3, right? So we do see the Terragrass Dark Pulse. It's not like a Specs variant or anything like that, because it doesn't even come close to it, like, we're gonna double it Umbreon. Oh, really? Well, as a Thunder Wave comes out, Synchronize is not going to be able to pop. Now, I will say, pairing this Umbreon means it's not poisoned, which is a bit annoying. We're going to see Deancey pivot in on a Volt Switch, really not wanting to go into that Landorus, which I guess makes sense. Taking the Muddy Water is pretty bad with no lefties, but you can always wish it up. So, I don't know. We're going to get the Iron Head off on the Annihilate, do a decent amount of damage, but I mean, this is like a KO, right? With Rage Fist. We're just going to Drain Punch, okay. I'm surprised we didn't just Rage Fist. I'm surprised we didn't just Rage Fist. But Volt Switch is going to come out, do barely anything with the cycle. We're going to go ahead and U-turn. I mean, knocking this thing off eventually is going to be very valuable if you can find the opportunity to do so. Because I think the best win con for Anka right now is going to be Knock. Gengar, sorry. We're going to see an Iron Head come out after the Draco. This also isn't Inner Focus, so this can totally get Paraflinch down. We're going to Wish. And we can either Thunder Wave or pass out to something else. We are going to Thunder Wave, which makes sense. And now you can throw off another free Wish, actually. I think wishing into your Annihilate. Dude, honestly, Sneasler, kind of ass here. I just realized there's also the Ape. Like, it's not great here at all. We're going to pass the Wish out into Landorus. It is White Herb as well. It's going to Swords Dance. Dire Claw's going to come out. This does 28. Oh my goodness. Yeah, good night. I am so surprised. I guess it was like SC Shadow Claw, but like, with the Lando there, I don't know, maybe just Scarf. I was playing for an eventual Wish pass into Umbreon. Yeah. Dude, that's a crazy bring. I don't know if I would have brought that. I'm gonna go ahead and U-turn here. Out into Umbreon. Colorline pops. I'm probably going to Wish. Nope. Surf just comes out. Now, Foul Play isn't going to 2-hit KO, which is another thing to keep in mind. So this is actually low-key super big setup fodder. Now, you can obviously Thunder Wave it. Crit only does 45, which is crazy. We get paired 3 turns in a row. Holy yellow magic. This is a 2-hit KO at this point, too. Yeah, only 29, which does, like, nothing. What's up, Owen? How's stream? Pretty good. We're doing pretty good, man. We Wish out into the Gengar. We live the Surf on just 5. You are a psycho, Anka. You're crazy, bro. Tricking here makes sense, too, because we get the AV away from the Gudra, and you're faster than everything that's not Scarf Chiyu, and you have great Scarf Chiyu counterplay. So, that's smart. Everyone better behave. I'm feeling a ban coming on. You know what? It's only fair. I misbehave with my mod perms in your chat. You can do it in mine. But this was a crazy play, right? Like, I don't know if that was a roll, but if that was a roll, sacking the Gengar was, like, rough. It's really good in an endgame scenario here. Like, as a cleanup mon. But, oh, and it's leftovers. So, I mean, at least we get some leftovers back and gain some passive chip. Iron Head's going to come out into the Cyclizar. We're going to pivot into Slowking here. Probably just going to U-turn, yeah. In a good spot. And this is, again, this is a KO. We just got to click the Rage Fist. Our 150 base power, Belly Goat does not live. What? We're at 150, right? We've taken 2 hits? Okay, we knock off its leftovers. I like that. We're gonna get Thunder Wave, though. Don't like that, because Chiyu is looking scary, man. The Terragrass Chiyu is looking crazy. It just, Dance is the only thing that stops it. We're gonna knock off here. Cyclozar's putting in a lot of work, though. Like, Cyclo's putting in a ton of work. We're gonna just take an Earth Power. We're gonna U-turn. No hazards here, which is tough. If this was, like, Hazard Toad Scroll 2, it would be really nice. Like, a Spike here would go a long way. Like, oh yeah, Gengar was dead if hazards went up. Gengar was dead. Maybe there's just no hazards. John, you're super far behind, bro. John, you are so far behind. Hold on, I gotta pause. Because John just said Kilo is gas. I said that like 20 minutes ago. I have to let him know. John, I said Kilo was ass like 20... I think he's just hella far behind in the stream. I think he's super far behind. Again, what we're pushing 20 viewers right now. We got 8 likes. Gang, come on. I paused it when I gotta. Okay, that makes sense. Classic John Jr. moment, and what I mean by that is he doesn't think with his head. Okay, time to go. Let's see. This Umbreon's a trooper, man. It's taking everything. With the para, with the flinches. I see a wish. Again, the Slowking takes advantage of it. It's not Toxic Umbreon because it's not pre-DLC. I like the 8 pivot. I really like the 8 pivot because we eat up a Surf from there. We get this thing back to full. And again, if we take an attack there, we eat the Surf, we get back up super healthy, then maybe we 2-hit KO the Belly Bolt. Belly Bolt might get 2-hit KO from here depending on rolls. 87? I don't think it does though. Bro, I don't know if it does. Dude, why is Belly eating him alive? Thank God this is finals, because this is a long ass game, dude. This is 5, 6, 45 turns in. We see Cyclozar come out, but like, I was gonna say, you know what he just probably did? Actually, hold on. I wanna make sure I'm giving proper analysis, because in my head I was like, do you want to let this Chiyu get knocked? I feel like with a Scarf, if it's Scarf, is like your best win condition at this point. You just need to chip down the Diancie. Once Diancie goes, Scarf Dark Pulse can win. Or Scarf Fire Move can win when Diancie goes down. Scarf Fire Move is probably more likely. But maybe he pivoted into the Goodra to bait a knockoff into it. As you just see a U-turn. Never mind. I think he was trying to bait a knock into his Goodra. This is a good game. This is a very good game. Anker's gonna go out into the Toad Scroll. Rocks finally go out, so we're able to keep some kind of pressure here. Now, actually, they go away. But, again, it's fine because we kill the Toad Scroll. Next time we come in, we can get up those rocks. We can get them up on Belly Bolt. We don't really need the Fizz Def Landers anymore either. It was here to check the Sneasler, and Sneasler's gone. So, like, you can get him up later. He kills us with a U-turn. There's also, like, no such thing as an Earthquake Resist now. Like, they literally don't exist. Chiyu comes out here on the Ape. I'm very surprised. We're going to take a hit here, but we eat this. Rage Fish is going to knock it out. Yeah, I don't know if that was a play. I think maybe taking it slow and going Belly Bolt and, like, I don't know. Because you boost this up, right? You don't kill it. It's Spadef 8. It gets blown up by Rage Fish because it's Terran. Now the Belly Bolt gets 2-hit KO'd next time, too, because we just up the base power of Rage Fish even more. Yeah, I think this is a wrap. We're going to see Belly Bolt come in. It's going to try and slack off. It doesn't look like it's going to be enough. We're going to switch out. I like the switch out here because this is one of our best ways of blowing up Slowking. Like, I really like that aspect of it. Muddy Water does nothing to Spadef Diancie either. It's like, that's fine. I like the Spike. Yeah, no, this makes sense. We're going to Encore in the Future Sight. So this is a wrap. It was a really close, like, I know this is going to be like a 6-0, but, like, the game was very close for a while. Anker was patient, though. He waited. He passed witches around well, and he pivoted well, and I think no hazards on HJ's side really, really boned him here. I want to see a Moonblast into a crit Diamond Storm. Double crit. So definitely a rough matchup, though. Like, it's tough. 34. I see a Muddy Water, and we're probably just going to spam Moonblast until we die, because I'm pretty sure the Ape wins at this point, too, with the 3 spikes up. I don't think there's anything he can really do. Muddy Water's going to knock this thing out. Or Landers can win, too. That also makes sense. So Big Lando's going to come in and clean it up. This one did crazy well for Anker this season. Dude, anybody who tells you that Landers is bad now is wrong. Just remind them. Like, this one's still the GOAT. So, Anker versus HJ No. I want to see... Obviously, we have our winner in the Dallas Dreepies. At least I got a W on the champ. There you go, Noah. There you go. So it's basically like you won the championship, right? I know you shit talk on Umbreon, but it was trading was so good for me. I mean, it put in a lot of work there. It's not an objectively bad Pokemon, right? I hate Umbreon. First league, first W. That was your first league, dude? Good stuff, man. That's really... It didn't look like it was your first league. You and Noah, Bully, McKnight, know where to go from now. Unfortunately, that is the truth. Once you're at the top, you can only go down from there. But, I mean, that's not true, though, because, like, this is just OGDL Community Draft League. Like, you start playing in other leagues and tournaments, stuff like that, with higher skill comp, dude, you get better and better. You keep going up, baby. But, like, the fact that you and... Noah or Bully McKnight, not Noah in chat, like doing so well in your first leagues is crazy to me because it didn't seem like it. Like, I think Noah lost like round 1, but I was super impressed with him, and obviously I didn't even know this was your first league. That's super impressive. Let's see, did we have any kill leaders from you on the final kill chart? Let's see, any team with it now. Look, there's a Thriller's a Lecky. John, tell this man how to actually update the Dr. Show champ. I don't know how to. Shut up. You do it. We had the Annihilate went 9-4. I mean, your team was super well balanced, too, throughout. Like, nothing like... went absolutely crazy. Landorus went 9-3 too. That mon went crazy for you. But like, other than that, everything was pretty balanced, dude. Congrats, great season. You killed it. Look who didn't win the championship. Volcarona. No more telling me Volk is broken. It's not allowed. Alright, good stuff. Rev Room gained 1 game and a loss. Rev Room's not that good without Terra, to be fair. I'm not a regular Rev Room fan, to be fair. Everything else I was happy with, dude. I mean, yeah, you played really well. Everything was very well balanced. I think you played really well. Hold on, I need paste. Pokemon Department wanted to give me his paste, so I told him I'll wait for him. And then we also have Dracagon at Tiger. Okay, and I just want to ping Dracagon and Tiger so they know that I'm, streaming their game next. Spoth are still top 6, let's go. I mean, mods that, get, crazy wins do that, Okay, so, actually, let's go ahead and pull it up first. So, in this one, we have Fran versus Pokemon Department. Another really fun matchup. This is the only Volcarona in finals, by the way. The only Volk in finals. So everybody's, Volcarona is broken. No. It did really well. It is a noob killer, but it is manageable. And maybe we'll see that today. I don't know. Cerulege is a great check to it. Depending on what Terra you go on your Cerulege too. Because I know your Terra Cerulege. So let's go see. Fran has, she's got Hariyama, Ursaluna, who I really want to try again. Tinkaton, Thundy, Volk, and Decidueye. Then we have Bundle, Cerulege, Donphan, Tauros, Zapdos, Gardevoir. You got 6 kills week 2, so I get it. There you go. See, that 6 kills week 2 was 67% of Anker's top mon. Which is pretty crazy. I was farming a spot for trophies. There you go. I muted my mic trying to get to the other tab. Okay, in the game though, it looks like we have a Choice Scarf Bundle. Evil Santa. Makes sense. I mean, it's going to be faster than Volk, which is always going to be nice. I also have a Scarf Encore to lock it into Quiver, so, I mean, good prep. I like it. Flip Turn Hydro Freeze Dry. It hits everything hard, right? So, definitely a good mon. I could see a Hydro endgame being very, very plausible. From Fran's side, it's probably AV Hariyama or, Spadef Tinkaton. So, Fran hit Hisuian and Samurott, which didn't come, which made me somewhat sad. Ugh, I mean, thank God, that one's kind of nasty into you. That one's really strong into you. I'm really surprised it didn't come, actually. Oh, gee, I keep muting my mic. Then we have a Colberberry Terra Ghost, Cerulege, Swords Dance, Terra Blast, Close Combat, and Bitterblade. This is pre-Poltergeist Cerulege, for those of you who are wondering just a little bit as to why it's rocking out with that. Then we have OG Tusk. I know it's OG as an original, but I'm going to say it's me. It's Owen Griffith Tusk. But we have AV Tusk with EQ, Gongshot, Knockoff, and Ice Spinner. I mean, another Pokemon that's going to be very strong offensive in this matchup and soft check a lot of the offense. In particular, it's going to check things like Thundy really, really well. Probably isn't 2K by non-boosting Grass Knot. And then Volt. Picked up a team as a replacement, got my hands on Blood Moon, played a week with no prep, and still got 3 kills. If I kept my Runabout with boosted past Lando, I Grass Knot, I could have tanked Banded Flower Choke and secured the sweep. Dude, that mon's crazy. I really want to try Blood Moon. That mon's crazy good. I'm convinced, when it came out, I was like, it's better than Ursaluna regular, but it's a late round 1 mon. Dude, I'm convinced that mon might be top 10 with how unbelievably strong it is. I'm convinced. Super convinced. Scarf Bowl, so double Scarf. Again, makes sense. There's a lot of different outs to the Volk on this team, depending on what the Volk is, which I think is cool. So, definitely really cool. Leave me alone, work. I gotta go in 3 hours. I don't want to talk to you. So that makes sense. And then lastly on the team, it looks like, oh, not lastly, but second to lastly. Oh, we got some heat at the bottom. Hold up. We got Rocky Helmet Zapdos, which isn't the heat, but good mon. Physically defensive, makes sense into the Ursaluna. We at least chip it down. Hurricanes plus Rocky Helmet's gonna chip it down a ton. So where pretty much everything else on this team actually revenges it pretty well. Which makes sense. Monkey Dory is better than Blood Moon. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that, buddy. They have Rule 34 of the Gardevoir, which is Psychic Terrain, Memento, Moonblast knockoff. I'm very curious as to what the... can you explain the Gardevoir idea to me? Pokemon Department? I'm curious. Was it for Sucker Hisugi Rod? Was it for priority into your Ceruledge? I'm curious. I'm super curious as to what that's for. Maybe it was for something that Fran didn't end up bringing? Okay. Let's see, though. I'm very curious. It sounds pretty cool. Okay. Alright. It's time. That team was so mad I changed like 6 months. Every rain piece was off the board. My fastest pre-transaction window was Jump Luff. Big Jump Luff. Someone got pick 3, so it has to be good. Yeah, who's that someone, buddy? Get back to your highlighters. No more Pokemon opinions for you. Turn to some priorities to Ceruledge. And let's just stay in on Decidueye, Hariyama, Hamrot, and T-Wave Thunder. That makes sense. I think you put it in the spoiler chat. Oh, I didn't read... So I tried my best to not read spoiler chat because I didn't want to see the results of the game. I actually don't know who won any of the divisions prior to today until I saw... besides Ant's game, because that one didn't happen. And I had to do admin stuff. But I did my best to not look at any spoiler chats all week. Because I wanted to be as unspoiled as possible for the watch through. Because I think that's only fair to people. Okay, so on Fran's side, let's see. We have Terra Fairy Volk. Which makes sense, but I will say, like, if this was, like, unterra'd Ceruledge, it just never terras, and it's, like, Flash Fire or something like that. I mean, even if it just never terras, it does wall the Volk. So it's something to keep in mind. It also doesn't resist Hydro Pump, nor Raging Bull, so the 2 Scarfers can hit it very hard. But it does take advantage of a lot of Pokemon on this team. Now, also the Gunk Shot from Donphan is going to do a ton. I think you could just naturally click that on a mid-ground. Okay, no lag for you then? No! How will I be a YouTube millionaire? We're going to see a Tauros lead into Decidueye. Immediate close combat, expecting a pivot out as he Shadow Ball pops, only doing 42, but getting a Spadef drop. We are forced out because weird choice. I'm wondering if this is like a Sash Decidueye? Interesting. We see the Ursaluna switch in. It's going to get immediately confused, so hacks for hacks back to back here. As another Hurricane's going to bonk, or I said bonk and pop at the same time because hammer go bonk. But I mean, I feel like this is fine in the Tinkaton. We're just going to be able to Volt Switch after, right? Yeah, and you're chipping this thing down really, really well for your bundle endgame. And I think Hydro Pump bundle is very, very possible. Rocks do go up, which is unfortunate because we don't have any removal and our Ceruledge is not terrored yet. We are just going to Flare Blitz. Maybe it's just the fact... Oh, it's Helmet. The plan for the Tauros was just let it die to Helmet. You know what? That's fair from Fran. I mean, look at Tauros, actually, in this endgame. Like, once this thing died, Close Combat was super free. Flare Blitz was super free outside of the Hariyama, which might not be thick fat. I mean, it probably is. It's probably like a Spadef AV set. Like, yeah, this thing went crazy. This thing went crazy. So, I mean, honestly, kind of fair from Fran. We're going to see Hariyama come in, or the Volt come in. It's going to try and Terra Fairy and Quiver up. What are we going to see? We're just going to see a neutral Earthquake do 53. It is leftovers. Are we going to hit the Gunk Shot? Let's see the Gunk Shot. We do see the Gunk Shot on the Thunderous pivot, which is incredible. Grass not only doing 52. We're an Ice Spinner knock it out. I mean, this thing just put in overtime, dude. This thing just put in OT. 53% on it. And then we knock out the Thundy too? Thundy was a big problem later on. We get off a ton of damage on the Ursaluna there as it knocks us out with Earthquake. But again, I feel like that's fine. Evil Santa is going to be the pivot in next. Hydro Pump is a little risky, but we do knock it out. And now from this point, I'm pretty sure Ceruledge can win soon too. We take the knockoff here from the Tinkaton. We're going to take Rocks and lose our Helmet, but, you know, do a decent amount. Want to Roost Up in its face as another player of Pops. Really going like absolutely nothing. We just spam Hurricane here, I guess. It makes sense. I mean, you can just kind of Roost Up on this thing. Your Zapdos can win the game low-key. And, like, on your Ceruledge, you can always just go in and, like, not Terra and Bitter Blade the Volk. Like, it seems super free. I'm surprised this thing has not gotten paired yet. Oh, my God. It's not pressure. Thunder Wave comes out, but we miss into the Volk. I think you just Volt here. Oh, we Thunder Wave again. Ooh, I think you just Volt there because, like, it covers a lot. I know. I think Fran's kind of just flailing at this point, though. There's not much that she can do. there's not much that she can do from this point. We're just gonna root step. Like Zapdos like walls the whole rest of the team. And Thunderwave's the Volk. There's the Static. But yeah. No Encore 2 is also rough. Now this thing is losing a lot of its roost. How many does it have left? 4 left, so it's got half of them. It's probably fine. Does Mold Breaker ignore Static? No, it doesn't. That also was not AV Hariyama because it died from Volt to Hurricane. We're gonna Volt. See, the Volt makes sense. The crit sucks, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, it just means you get to go bundle instead. I feel like we're taking a lot of extra steps. We're probably gonna pivot Ceruledge Edge. I mean, Ceruledge Edge wins now, but I think we were fine anyways. Don't Terra. Okay, we didn't Terra, thankfully. There we go. Bitterblade does not get out. That made me worried with the Leftovers recovery, though. That made me super, super worried with the Leftovers recovery. But no, it doesn't, Noah. Mold Breaker, like, ignores, like, opponents' abilities, like, stopping something and things like that. It doesn't ignore, like, passive abilities. Is my way of, like, thinking of it. I don't know if that's, like, the correct way of explaining it. But that's, like, the way I see it. Okay. That was Salaman's division. Was it Salaman's division or is it Metagross? Was that Metagross? It was. We have the Vegas Golden Gallades as the winner of this season 1 of the OGDL. Just kidding. That's the wrong div. Hee. We don't know if I have that winner yet. That's Kaylee here in a second. Okay, what is it then? Is it Roaring Moon? No, because we did Roaring Moon. It's not Licky, so it's gotta be Mints. Second league, second win, let's go. So you've played in 2 leagues and you've won both of them? Dude, what is up with the prodigies of the OGDL? You guys are monsters. 21-3 Ceruledge in the regular season, by the way. More than the Volk. So we also never had a Volk win finals. Guys, maybe Volk isn't broken. See, how did you guys do that? How did you guys do that? Oh, look. The Lunar Fight Club is the champions. They already did that. For new Salamence, yeah. See, I mean, congrats, dude. Like, you killed it. See if you got any more Pokemon that, like, made the top end. LFC is your acronym. So I gotta ask you, too. What did you think about Iron Bundle? It was 6-3 for you. Did you enjoy it? I hate him. I think he's terrible. I think he was a bad mon. It was really cool to see your Ceruledge pop off, though. Like, I was very impressed with that. That was sick. Dude, look at Mince. 3rd place. That's my goat. But yeah, what did you think about Bundle? I have him in GBU, and I hate him. I think he's a fraudulent Pokemon, and he sucks. But maybe that's just me. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'll just check in Discord real quick. I'm scared of clicking Hydro Pump. Bundle literally uses a Scarf/Boots Pump with Encore and Flip utility. That's how I feel I've been using it. Like, spoilers, for my next OG or GBU game, it's like job was like Flip Turn and set up Snowscape for my fucking Weather Ball Thundy. I think he's a fraud for 0 reason. He doesn't do any damage. He doesn't kill anything with Hydro Pump. He gets to hit Hydro Pump. He doesn't kill anything. He's bad without Terra. That's my reason. He doesn't hit anything and he's not reliable. I have given reasons. I just think he's bad. That's my reason. He's not a good Pokemon. I don't like him. He has been given the test. He has been used in 4 different games this season already. I've brought him every week. He sucks. Don't like that guy. Okay. Remember last game of the day? Kaylee didn't respond, and Dragon said that he's out on a work trip right now, so he can't tune in, so he'll have to watch later. Unfortunately, that means we have no pace for this one, but that's okay. No big deal. Okay. I'm so confused. Why would you guys do this? So it's Terra Ground on the Regidrago. Honestly, if this is DD Terra Ground Drago, it wins, dude. Terra Ground Earthquake at +1 nukes things like Gastro. Water Free Drag is so good, but it can't be anything unless it specs Pump. Yeah, I mean, and even then, it's so hard to lock. Your Rock's weak, you're easily revengeable, and you don't even pick up the KOs you want. Like, I was modest bundle week 1 against Lars. I just didn't kill a Glamora. That was like max HP from full. That's weak to me. That's just weak to me. I shouldn't need a boosting item to kill that with Hydro Pump. I don't know. Especially from one of that price caliber. But it looks like Kaylee's side, we have Terra Fairy on the Thunderous. Which makes some sort of sense. I figured Water would come here. Maybe it's Fairy because you get cooked by Drago, right? Whirlpool, Encore, Chesto, Resto, Iron Bundle. True, I'm just not using it right, Shuck. You're right, bro. I'm just not using it right. That's on me. That's on me. I'll have to give that one a go next time. Dude, I brought Snowscape this last week. I thought that was pretty heat. I mean, I don't feel like you see a lot of people bring Snowscape bundle. I had double Hail on the team. I was playing against Sun. I brought Abomasnow Snowscape bundle against Sun. Okay. But let's watch. Let's take a look. We have Dracogon versus Kaylee, Terra Fairy Thundy on Kaylee's side, and then we have Terra Ground Drago, which is my pick to win the game, to be completely honest. We're to see a lead Thunderous go into this lead Rotom. We see a nice little U-turn grabbing a pivot. Guaranteed Oko. Well, then it must have been it wasn't AV, it must have been Spadef. It must have been Spadef then. So we see Cease's Edge. We're gonna get a Spikes here, which is nice. Also, your reasoning for bundle being good is because you won with it in a farm league where people were bringing like level 67 Pokemon. You watch your damn mouth, buddy. You watch your mouth. All right. We see a Yawn come out. I mean, but we get up a Spike, which I think is really, really nice. We're going to be able to pivot into Uxie. And if you're Rocks Uxie, you get up Rocks here. Right? Like, super free Rocks, actually. We see an Energy Ball, just trying to catch the Gastron staying in, being passive, maybe staying up at the Spike. I think that's fair. We see Nasty Plot from the Uxie. Ooh, I like the Nasty Plot, actually. Loki, Psyshock, E-Ball, like, 4th move? Just kidding, I lied. I don't like it. That did nothing. He's so weak. You could probably stay in on this thing, though. We see a Super Fang come out, only doing 40. Psyshock doing 49. Why is Uxie so weak? I know you're not the strong one. He's very nimble, though. He dodges the Pyro Ball there. Azelf is going to be next. It's going to take 30. It almost took as much as the Cinderace did. Leftovers Azelf. We're going to sub up. Draining Kiss is going to give back, honestly, a ton of health. This just beats this thing. It didn't break the sub? What? You're +2! You need bag if you forgot about Vacuum Wave. No, that was like cool tech. That was like the one bundle matchup where he should have done well, but that was cool tech. He's been bad all the other games, though. Crit kills? Yo, what is this Max Spadef Azelf? Hold on, I gotta check this. We got time, right? We're chilling. Because, like, I know it's not invested Uxie, right? But that's +2. No, it's like max HP Uxie, or Azelf. Dude, it's more than max HP Azelf. Yo, that's like unbelievably fat. That's like unbelievably fat. Don't watch this anti-Uxie slander. Ant, did you see what just happened? $32. Sub. You're kidding me! And then he still died to the crit! You're kidding! That's crazy! Rotom's gonna come out. Gastron's gonna pivot. You see a Light Screen come out. Ooh, interesting. See a Reflect. I like that on the Yawn. Now we're gonna be able to pivot out. We have to see a double Yawn from the Gastro, probably. Yeah, we're just gonna see a bunch of Yawns. I don't know, I think you're gonna have to let something go to bed. We do DD. Oh, this is Lum. This is Lum for sure, right? Oh, it's Chesto. It's Resto Chesto. Oh, we're gonna DD up again. I don't think that mattered. I think this is a wrap. Bonk. Oh yeah, this is a wrap. Terra Ground EQ. No Sugarberry will matter. Yeah, that's a wrap. The Drago. Oh my goodness, pulling up in finals. Dragonclaw, gonna die. Thundy comes out. I wonder where the Thundy doubled. I know this is Terra Fairy. I feel like your best bet is critting through here and terraing. If I Terra Fairy, you lose? Wait, it doesn't lose. Specs? I don't think it matters. Does anything die? This is ground. And if it die, if you need to do that to kill it, hold on. Gilly, you should just like click it then. If it's your way of killing it and you're stalled up the screens and like specs you die if I Terra Fairy, you should probably think of that. And if anything, it's a 50-50. I feel like that's a little copium right there. I feel like that's a little copium right there. I feel like Drago wasn't aptly prepared for either. And this thing is just fucking cleaned house, dude. Holy moly. Yeah, that's when we're at 18%. Oh my goodness, that's Life Orb. And we Dragon Claw and knock it out. I'm interested. Like, what specs hit knocked out Drago from there? Specs Grass Knot? What was it at? 88? I'm curious. This is our last game of the season. We might as well take a look, right? Let's see. Terra Ground. And he clicked it. We saw that the Lycanroc did 18%. So you can kind of gauge. Let's make 18% a mid-roll. Let's make 18% like a mid-roll. Let's just say like 200 HP then. Because it looks like that's about a mid-roll. Oh no, this is Life Orb. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's Life Orb. Okay, so I mean, it might have been no HP then. So we can just assume no HP. Yeah, I feel like that wasn't like bad though. Like, I wouldn't have Terra'd either. I mean, I wouldn't have EQ'd either. Because I live non-specs it. If you're specs, I find that out, and I've killed your whole team. Like, I don't think they needed to Terra, or, Earthquake. So, Grass Knot killed. Terra Blast did not kill from there. And that's modest. Grass Knot did kill, to be fair. Like, Grass Knot for sure killed. But I'm wondering if you're Terra Fairy Blast plus Grass Knot. I'm wondering if it was Grass Knot. That's the only way it dies. That's like the only way it dies. I'm pretty sure. Because yeah, it's actually modest specs. Terra Fairy, Thunderous Therian, Terra Blast. Does 87.2 maximum. We're at 88%. Also, you saw the Dragon Claw the turn before, so like you saw that they were willing to stay regular and Dragon Claw first. Because in their head, they could just EQ the turn after, or find out if you're specs, and then go and Rotom and like pick a KO. Because Rotom also cooks from this point, and Rotom walls. Like if you Grass Knot or if you Terra Blast Fairy it for some reason crits and kills it, you know. Okay, maybe. And like, if you're not tearing, it has to be Grass Knot if you didn't Terra and you said you killed, right? It has to be. So it was definitely Grass Knot, but I still feel like that was an overplay. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't know how I feel about that one. Definitely very interesting. I don't know, but that is season 1 of OGDL. Let's see. From this side, how did you guys do this? How did you guys do it? I don't know how you did it. Oh, 0-11. Were they the 11th team? Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna write it down. Someone can fix it later. The Vegas Golden Gallades is gonna be our champion this season. Let's see. Do we have any Vegas Golden Gallades? A Pokemon VGG in the KD VGG It's interesting to see a lot of our top kill leaders were not from championship. 15-5 on your Dawn fan, Zeke? Zeke, you went 15-5 with your Dawn fan? This Claude went 12-7. What is this division? Dude, why is Dawn fan 4th in kills? Hold on. Also, shoutouts to Kaylee for Thunder doing so well. Hold on, I gotta screenshot this for Twitter. This is going on Twitter. One of these things is not the same. But I mean, you popped off with Drago, which I think was really cool. We had 2 Terra Dragos in both and like across the divisions, which I thought was super cool. I was very hype about that. So, yeah, definitely a really fun season, guys. I want to say, like, thank you guys so much for participating this season. It was a lot of fun being able to run my own community league and seeing how much fun so many people had, how many people's, like, first league experience this was. I'm definitely going to run it again in the future, post DLC too. So whether that be December, probably January start time, then we'll do that. My plan right now is to do 2 divisions, 2 Nat decks, 2 Paldea decks. And people will be able to apply for one or both with a preference of one of the 2. The green letter and number combo, put in whichever team won. Green letter and number combo. I don't know, I'll do it later. And I'm in my spiel. But again, thank you guys so much for the season. It was a lot of fun. I had a ton of fun. It was also like my first league that I like solo ran without like, you know, a bunch of friends and stuff like that. Obviously I had an amazing mod team, so like thank you to like everybody on the mod team, especially people who are super, super active. Shoutouts to Ant in chat, shoutouts to Zeke, shoutouts to Jewel Cabra, shoutouts to Amel, shoutouts to who else? Who are all my active guys? Like especially. We had Ant, Amel, Zeke, and Jewel Cabra were like the main 4 that were like super active. And again, thank you to everybody else for helping. Like obviously it's very nice of you all to help. I really do appreciate it. We'll be looking for some more mods next season. I think we'll be taking on 5 new mods because Zeke, Ant, and Jewel Cabra are probably going to be doing it again. Amel is not going to be able to. He just said it was a little too much, which is totally fair. So I'll be looking for 5 new mods next season. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Trode season, baby. Yeah, sure. But yeah, it was a lot of fun this season. I really enjoyed it. So I'll be running this, and I'll also be running my new Showdown Upload Required League, which I'm kind of working on right now on the side, which is going to be really cool. I already got 9/10 of the coaches confirmed. It is ridiculously high skill level. I'm super excited for that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Really cool for the Draft League YouTube scene. It's going to show that, like, hey, Wi-Fi uploading isn't the only route you can go, and Wi-Fi isn't, like, the pinnacle and the ceiling. Like, we're getting people... I'm going to be playing in the league. I'm, like, bottom 3 in the league, player-wise. You know? Like, I'm not great. So, I'm definitely, like, compared to everybody else. And I think I'm pretty good. So, like... It's going to be really, really fun. I'm super, super gassed about that. I just got to find 3 more guys. We're also going to be starting that post-DLC too. That will be Paldea Dex, Terra Preview, Free Terra. It'll be a ton of fun. I still got to think of a league acronym name. So if you guys have an idea for like a league name for that one, let me know. I think it'll be fun. But